about it, Rick? Hey, Rick, you got a copy? AM radio dial. There we go.
Is it time? Is it time? Is it time? Is it ready?
It's always time.
It's classic radio roundup time.
Dun dun dun. Time once again for the best show on Citizen Band Radio, Classic Radio Roundup, on channel 13, 27.115 on your AM dial.
Roger that.
Come in. Hey, come here, come in. Kick her back. Yeah, kick her in the back.
Get rid of it.
Good Googa Mooga. Looks like we got a quiet start here.
Yeah, we do. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a hammy, are you?
Ham and cheese, maybe.
Oh, he's a ham, all right. Always hamming it up.
Ham and cheese, ham on rye, green eggs and ham, you know.
I don't like rye. I'll take sourdough, though.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, I'm in the process of studying for my technician class for ham radio. So, trying to figure out all my setups once I get it set up and ready.
Technician, that's a piece of cake. You shouldn't have any problem with that. Any reasonably intelligent person should just breeze right through it.
Sweet. Yeah, I just started studying probably a couple days ago, so I've been taking some of the practice tests and seem to be doing pretty decent. I just got to study over the QRZ stuff and the frequency charts.
Yeah, that's important. Make sure you don't get out of band. The FCC doesn't think kindly of that.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out as far as my rig setup, because the technician class only gives you, for HF sides, they only give you partial 10 meter, and you get a 6 meter that you can jump on. Everything else is VHF or UHF. And I'm just trying to figure out if it's even worth getting a UHF, VHF rig, or if I can just stick with the HF.
Well, it's all what you want to do, you know. VHF is the best way to talk local, you know. I could talk all over the place on 2 meters, but, you know, if you want to talk DX, then you got to stay on HF. And 10 meters isn't going to get the job done when the conditions aren't in there. It's just like CB, you know. So you really want to get some DX, you're going to have to go to a higher class of license.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, definitely plan on going to at least the general. But I got to start at the bottom, work my way up.
Well, yeah, you got to start somewhere.
How's this 55 sounding over to you?
Ah, so that's the 55 on a stock mic. Seems to be working acceptably well. Sounds nice and clear.
Yeah, not quite a stock mic. It's just a generic Aries 520 that I had laying around. I got off of Sparky. But yeah, the stock mic I have to rewire. A couple of the wires broke inside the plug.
Oh, well, that's never fun.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with an 8-pin. Or correction, a 5-pin.
Yeah, 5-pin. Wow. We're going to be minus Pete tonight again, and minus Sparky. Seems like, you know, this nice weather, I guess, has got people doing other things.
Yeah, and come to think, I took the day off for this.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully it wasn't a disappointment. We'll see how things go as the night progresses.
Yeah, if not, then next week I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, and then a week after that I'm off Wednesday, Thursday. So I got another 2 weeks yet I can be on the radio.
Oh, there you go.
If it's dead in here, I'll start acting up.
Oh, no. No, anything but that. You can always blast a stereo or two.
Oh, good Lord. Well, I got the JVC FTdx1200 and my Chinese tube amp at a reasonable level up here right now, but that damn Pioneer, I'm telling you, holy Hannah.
Now, see, you should take the speaker output of that Pioneer and feed it right into your mic jack and crank it all the way up, and I bet you just blast out with like hundreds of watts of power.
I just, it's really, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's too much, too much. You know, I know I posted at half volume. You know, that thing hurts my ears. It's at a third volume. That thing is just too loud, too loud.
Yeah, most of them more modern, powerful stereos, I never used to be able to turn on over maybe a quarter of a volume level, and that was more than enough for comfortable listening. Anything above that is like, you know, DJ at the nightclub level.
Yeah, 10.4. That's right. Quarter volume is, you know, would be like, you know, if I was having a party and people were over. I mean, that's even loud. For that article I posted about the receiver wars, there was a blurb in there about DJs using them back in the club days. You know, instead of a PA system, they would actually use one of those monster receivers because they could hook up, I guess, their turntables and whatnot. And I mean, you could plug a mic into it, and it's got everything you need. And quite frankly, I mean, that's 120 watts per channel. And I guess towards the end of that article, I think it ended in 79. I forget which model it was, but it was over 300 watts per channel. Just insane.
That should be enough to get you out and about.
Awake the dead.
Yeah, buddy.
It's made the dog run away quite a few times.
If the dog runs away, you're in trouble.
The day, what was that, Sunday is when I brought it up to the upper level and hooked it up, and the wife was out, and I was sitting there fooling around with it. That's when that skip was coming in, and she said, so let's hear this thing. And the dog was sitting there with her. I said, well, the dog's probably going to run off. She says, well, I'll just cover her ears. So I put it at about a third volume, and she took her about 2 seconds. She said, turn it down, turn it down.
We got some skip coming in there?
There might be. I don't hear it yet, but my beam's pointing the wrong way for that.
Mine's pointing straight up to outer space.
Outer space, yeah, wow.
Yeah, you know, the verticals.
Well, it ain't going straight up, it's going out sideways.
Yeah, it radiates.
If it went straight up, we'd have a hard time talking to each other.
Yeah, roger that.
Wow, that's a first. I'm looking at the cautionary notes for this multimeter I have here, and it says, do not operate the meter if under the influence of alcohol or drugs. I guess you have DUI, now you can have MUI? I don't know.
Takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah, drunken operating of a multimeter.
That's because they don't want you trying to check continuity between brain cells.
Well, I guess, you know, if you're high on drugs or, you know, hammered off your rear end, and you, like, take your multimeter and try to measure the plate voltage of one of your amplifiers, and you miss, and, you you know, your finger comes in contact with 900 volts, that could end, you know, that could end really badly for you.
Yeah, that could be pretty painful.
Yeah, that'll light up them brain cells. Oh, that was a dress code too. Protective, electrically non-conductive clothes and non-skid footwear are recommended when working with this meter.
Now they're just taking the fun out of it.
Yeah. Well, I have to lock up my meter to keep it out of reach of children. God forbid. We wouldn't want drunken children to play with the meter.
Especially when they're wearing their tinfoil hats.
Break channel.
Cat breaker?
Evening, fellas. What's going on, sandbagger?
Well, you know, it's Wednesday night. It's Classic Radio Roundup. And we seem to be a little on the lean side tonight.
Okay, so we're light again this weekend.
Well, you know, I guess it's summertime, you know. People are now doing what they do best.
Lean and mean.
Evening, Ranger.
Evening.
Yeah, I got my antenna set up nice because you're coming in nice and clear now.
Yeah, 410. Don't I always come in clear?
When I had the antenna a little bit lower, yeah, you were coming in just above squelch line, and you're coming in a lot stronger right now.
Squelch is overrated.
Yeah, no kidding.
Unless it's noisy. Then it's your best friend.
Or you're using FM, right?
Oh, yeah, you need the squelch for FM. It's just way too noisy without it.
So, is there a theme tonight? Should I break out another radio?
Well, you know, run with your brung, I guess.
We are running the Galaxy 959 with the stock mic.
Not very classic, but hey, it's working.
I'm sure we could dig something out of the box for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my TRC 55 realistic going right now. I may try to switch over and see how the 250 rolls, but the crystals were kind of messed up on that. But we'll check it out maybe later on.
Yeah, and I'm running my Midland 13879, which I'm making small increments and getting this thing fully restored. Power supply is in a little bit better shape now. It's not collapsing nearly as well as it was before.
Two.
We can break out the TRC 474.
Ooh, is that a bass? Or, no, that's a vocal, isn't it?
Yep.
That's a tiny little vocal.
Yes, it is. I believe it's 40 channel, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, all the 3-digit 474s and all that, they're all 40 channels.
Or the TRC11, we can break that out.
Yeah, have fun with a Mini 6. Yeah, there we go. That's working.
Who's on their way home?
Yeah, it's still a little bit of regulation error here. Oh well.
Somebody lose their dog?
Evidently.
Alright, we're co-phasing now at 1.25 watt.
Co-phasing.
Yes, we are co-phasing a half wave and a 5/8 wave.
How are you doing that?
The half wave is underneath the 5/8 wave.
What's on the same mast?
No, but they're only 5 feet apart.
So what are you doing for feed line?
I just connected them two into one and then put them into the SWR watt meter.
Well, that's interesting, because usually if you're going to co-phase the antennas, you can't use 50 ohm cable, because the two impedances, when summed together, will drop down to like 25 ohms or something, and you'll get a bad match.
No, that match ain't too bad. It's a 1.5.
Yeah, so how come you dropped the power down? You're at quarter watt.
I don't think I need much more. I go about there. Any better?
Yeah, now you're up to a solid 7.
Okay. There's 3 right there, but there's backswing. I don't like that.
Backswing at 3 watts?
Yup. Hello, yup.
Wow.
Now, when you're talking about backswing, you talk about on average or on peak?
Usually you have to do that on average, because peak will always show forward, even if it's not a lot.
Yeah, roger that.
That's why that's kind of misleading, because when you're on peak, you go like, oh, I'm putting out 4 watts, and then you go like, oh, it swings up to 6 watts, and you think, oh, it's swinging, but if it don't go up to 16 watts, it ain't doing it right.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I was just wondering because, my lowest setting on the radio is my Cobra 29 LTD, and I had that set at 2 watts. But when I hook up my 203, my KL203 baby driver, I still get backward swing on it.
Well, you will with an amplifier, unless you're, if you overdrive it even a little bit, you're going to start getting backswing. That's your first sign that you're pushing it too hard.
All right, now we got full forward swing.
What'd you do?
We just disconnected one of the antennas.
Yeah, your signal's stronger too.
Yeah, that's clean over here. Yeah, well, we did turn the Galaxy up just a scotch.
Well, is it still at 3 watts, or how much higher did you go?
Oof, that was 7. We can go
actually doing you any good or not.
Yeah, we're at 3. Just a little bit above 3.
Yeah, you're right about a 7. I think it might be slightly, I don't know, slightly less than the 2 antennas, but I assume you're on the 5/8 wave now, right? That's the higher antenna?
Yeah, 10-4.
It's about the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think it works different with distances, more or less.
Well, that's just it. It depends on who you're talking to, you know. It's all about radiation angle, so some people might see a stronger one with both of them and others may not.
Now, eventually I want to get the half wave up in the tree, which will be above the 5/8.
Well, that could make things interesting, too.
But I still have to climb that 70-foot tree.
Not me.
Not me. I like to climb trees.
I did when I was a kid. Which that was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I have ropes, and I have harnesses and all that good stuff, tree climbing spikes and stuff.
Good, then maybe I can get you to come over and climb one of my trees and cut the branches out.
I told you I'd come over.
Yeah, I got a bunch of branches that are slowly but surely engulfing my beam.
Yeah, you just have to nip them a little bit, and then it won't bother you.
Oh yeah, there's one branch. If I could cut that off completely, then I'd be in the clear for quite a while.
The best I could do is, I could be your belay man there, Ranger, but that's about all I go do. You know how hard it is to find a good rope man? If you need one, I'm here. I will keep that in mind. It's all about the communication. Yes, and trust. Yeah, you usually have to trust somebody that's holding your life in their hands.
In God we trust. All others pay cash.
But on that note, does anybody know if there's like a lumber company or a logging company around here that would take down my tree for free if they keep the wood? I got a huge oak tree that I wouldn't mind taking down.
Everybody wants money for that stuff.
Yeah, I figured, instead of getting a tree trimmer or something like that, if I can find like a logging company that would come. I mean, it's a straight vertical oak, nice and straight, probably about 50 feet tall. You know, if they would take it just for the hardwood, you know, if they would just do it for free. Yeah, you know what? You're looking at like 6 cords of wood. And for the price of taking it down, if there's anything in the way or wires or something like that, they're going to have to bring in a truck just to take it down, you know what I mean? Yeah, roger that. So then you're still talking at least $1,000. Yeah, unfortunately it's so strong, I don't think Mother Nature's going to provoke it either. Well, stranger things have happened. That's true. Well, you seen the trees in my yard. The 2 sycamores are 70 feet, 60 feet. Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind keeping it, but like I said, it's an oak tree, and since we moved in here, that thing keeps dropping so much acorns. It's like, you know, it's like walking on marbles out there in the yard, and they're so heavy that even the lawnmower set at the lowest setting won't pick them up. The leaf vacuum won't pick them up. So short of actually sitting there and raking the whole yard by hand, it could be a pain in the butt. Hey, it's a good squirrel food. You're helping the population of squirrels. Yeah, well, I got a family of squirrels living in my Eve right now that I'm trying to get rid of.
Roger, my Dodger. Somebody else made a comment.
Damn squirrels. They're just nuts. They're nuts, I'll tell you.
And then they keep burying the acorns. And if I leave my grass grow a little bit too long, then I have these little oak trees growing all through my yard.
Yep. Which actually only happens every spring, and then once you mow them down a couple times, that's the way. Then they're gone.
Yep.
Well, I have two walnut trees. The one's up by the house, a walnut branch. The one in the driveway over here is black walnut. And they drop walnuts every year, and I end up picking them up.
Yeah, those aren't so bad 'cause they're a little bit bigger, but they smell when they get crushed open though.
Yeah, well, I got a couple oak in the back, but not. They're hardly. I mean, maybe 20 feet, if that. They're not that big yet.
Yeah. Okie choky trees.
I just planted, 20 trees, 18 trees, just fruit trees.
You said fruit trees?
Yeah, I got plum, and I got, pear, and apple, and peach.
Nice.
I still have, 14 more trees to plant.
Who are you, Johnny Appleseed?
Well, I'm just thinking of later on, 20 years from now, they will be something.
You just want the deer stuff. You're going for the deer.
Well, that's the object, is drawing deer.
What, so you can shoot them?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I would.
I'd have to take the tree stand down and I'll run it out of the tree. Well, I have, three mature pear trees in my yard now, and the deer just come and pick whatever they want.
That's cool.
So I said I got some acorns in the back. I got a couple lots of walnut trees. I got like 6 or 7 walnut trees. Some of them aren't even mature yet, so.
Have you ever cracked open any of those walnuts to try them out?
Nah, you know what? The squirrels like them, and they don't like when I take their nuts and put them somewhere else.
What did I tell you about playing with those nuts?
They're nuts. Sandbagger said it. He said the squirrel are nuts.
I can't believe how quiet it's been out here today.
There was some skip rolling in earlier today. I was on 19, and there was some skip coming in, the salespeople.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I was on earlier this afternoon, messing around with the radios for a little bit, and Sandbagger and I were on. So I was saying hi to him for a little bit, but I didn't really stay much on the radios this afternoon. I kind of hung out with the kids. Took Corey's training wheels off his bike today, so we've been learning how to ride two-wheel today.
Cool.
Yeah, he's getting the hang of it, but he's got that drunk person lean when he rides, so he has a little issue with keeping it upright.
That's all right. Tell them to look forward. That's it. That's all that matters when you look forward to ride a bike, because that's all the way you're going.
Yeah, that's good advice. I'll tell them that.
Yeah, it'll keep him more shoulder stable and keep him looking forward. Don't look down. Look forward.
Cool. I'll have to relay the message, Joel. Never thought about telling them about doing that.
Well, it's a focus thing, you know. You look down, it's like climbing a tree. If you look down, you know you're going to fall down.
Yeah, never look down.
Unless you're coming down anyway.
Even then, I prefer looking up.
Weren't they calling for some rain?
Yeah, starting tomorrow, the heat and humidity is supposed to climb, and then there's scattered storms, I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday time frame. I think they're calling for scattered storms with the heat and humidity climbing.
Yeah, I thought they said we were supposed to get some rain tonight, but...
Oh no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about tonight, but then again, I didn't hear anything about the other night either, and it was about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, there was a nice big downpour.
We needed that.
Yeah, I got up at 4:30 and it was still raining then. And the wife, before she went to bed, said it was raining that night. But she said it was coming down. When I got up, it wasn't hardly coming down.
Yeah, there was one point where it was coming down pretty hard. I actually fell asleep on the sofa downstairs, and I had the window open, and over top the fan I had in the going in the living room, I could still hear the rain hitting the cars outside and trees. So yeah, it came down pretty hard for a little bit.
I know Saturday morning it poured.
Yeah, it did.
I was on my way to work, and man, everything was, there was puddles across the, they were like lakes. It was like driving across water. That was it.
Yeah, we had a softball tournament, and I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was pouring, and we were like, there ain't gonna be no games. Not for a while yet.
Not as much as rain came down. It came down.
Yeah, it was coming down. It was teeming. Filled my swimming pool back up.
Yeah, I must have slept through that one.
Yeah. It was pouring at 5, but by 9:30 the sun was out.
And hot and humid.
Yeah, very humid. Extremely humid.
Yeah, those are days that I'm glad I worked down in the basement of the prison. There's AC in that area.
It's always cooler in the basement.
Yeah, very cool down in my basement.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, if my air conditioner ever fails, that's where I'm going to have to go live.
It's always like 20 degrees cooler down in my basement than it is upstairs.
Yeah, my basement right now is reading 79.5 degrees right now.
My basement's about 68.
Then again, that is sitting next to my power supply. I have to move it and check it somewhere else.
Well, you can say that the grass loves this kind of weather, that's for sure. think I just cut my grass Saturday. I gotta cut it again. It's that high.
Yeah, it's been growing quick.
Wow, the warehouse is coming in real good tonight.
What was that?
Can you hear the warehouse out there?
No, I don't hear it.
I have the squelch turned up just right above their level, so every once in a while I'll hear one kind of key in.
Is this the one that's up in, like, Hatfield or something?
I think there's some skip coming in, some DX.
Yeah, I hear some of that, I think, starting in the background.
No, I hear two young ladies out there.
Ooh. Wow.
I believe it's Hatfield, I'm not sure.
They're Hatfielding. Uh-oh.
They cut the winter wheat across the street from my house, and all the rodents are running around, and my cat's having a field day.
I asked the cat, scoring any hits there?
She got a squirrel the other day. She had no, not a squirrel, a chipmunk. I couldn't believe she caught a chipmunk. It was just a baby, though.
Oh, yeah, cats will go nuts after all that stuff. I know mine sit at the windows and watch the chipmunks run around, and the birds and the rabbits and everything else, and they're there. The tails are going back and forth, and they want at them in the worst way, but they never go outside.
Yeah, well, I got cats that are indoor cats, and I have one outdoor cat, and that's it. She found me. She moved in here.
Yeah, my cats are all indoor cats. They don't go outside. Well, one of them we let out on the deck with us when we eat outside for a little while, and she won't go anywhere. But the others do not come outside at all.
Yeah, my boys in the house, they've had their taste of outside, but not a lot. They've always been apartment and house cats.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. You can't fool Mother Nature, I guess.
Yeah, well, I just put one down, last week. Now, she was an indoor cat, but she was a rescue. She was 2 years old when I found her, and she was outside. But she changed her ways. I found her like 8 years ago, but she had big kidney failure.
Yeah, that's a problem when they get to be old, you know. Stuff starts happening, and then you hate that. You know, I mean, you go to the vet, and the vet will say, well, you know, we can do this, we can do that, and we can do this, and we can maybe, you know, it should last, you know, maybe another 3 or 4 months, and it'll cost you $1,000.
You're lucky if you get off just paying $1,000. I had a cat that went in. They said thought he had crystals, and here he was just stressed out. Cost me $2,000.
Yeah, I had a cat that was like, that had crystals and urinary issues, and yeah, it was stress related, and so we isolated that cat, and it's in its own separate room, and the problem went away. Yeah, I got a $3,000 dog.
Give it some Zantac.
Prozac, you mean?
I wouldn't pay that for my own medical, let alone a damn cat. got their head in the barrel, I think.
Breaker.
That's a little better.
Yeah, I didn't know the mic echo was turned all the way up. Rooster, just checking in.
Oh, it's Rooster. Good Lord, I didn't even know who you were.
How you doing, Rooster? You got Wrench out here. Hey, 10-4, hello out there. Yeah, I'm on the Midland. I figured I'd try the Midland tonight.
Oh yeah, what model Midland?
13-879B.
Oh, no kidding. That's what I'm running. 13879.
What, right now?
Yep.
Yeah, it only has three dials with the channel.
Yep. Three knobs, a meter, transmit light. That's about it.
10-4. Yeah, that's all this has. Just what you said. And I'm just working off a little 3-pill.
Yeah, I just got my D104 on it. Seems to be working okay though, for the most part.
Evening, Rooster.
Hello there, Ranger. How you doing?
I'm super, man. How's yourself?
Superman.
I'm super, man. Hatfield.
Saying I put my hand on top of the mic, it wants to squeal. If I keep my hand at the bottom of the mic, it don't squeal.
I guess you gotta keep your hand at the bottom of the mic then.
I never had a problem with it before until tonight.
Stray cat.
Stray cat, we got a copy on you there, Stray cat.
Okay, we'll switch over to the Royce. Come out of the nose yet?
Break channel.
Go ahead, Break.
Good evening out there, gentlemen. Good evening, Sandbagger. Night train base station signing on. Listen, the reason why I'm signing on is because Skeeter's out there jumping up and down and he can't get no response. Come on there, Skeeter, we got you out there.
Yeah, full time.
Copy on 63.
How about that GA13? You got old 420 down here in the backwoods, Georgia, waving a hand there, Roger.
Hey, 420. Yeah, well, Skeeter, right now there's a lot of skip in there. There's a lot of noise in there. And it's a little hard to pull you out, but we do have you. No doubt about it. Good evening to the frequency. Night train going back into the sandbag mode. I'm trying to get me something to eat. Breaker.
What radio are you running? It sounds radically different than usual.
So 420 out here.
Yeah, it is radically different. Positively radically different. It is the CPI 2000 base, Roger.
I was just gonna say it had a CPI sound to it. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, anyhow, Skeeter's out there. He's trying to get in, but the skip is also coming in at the same time.
Where's he at? Because I have no copy on him.
Down there on 202. Skeeter, where are you located? and 29. He's going south on 202 around Route 29.
Oh, he's down there in Malvern.
You don't move.
throw the beam a little more south, and maybe I'll hear them.
Yeah, I was just listening in and waiting for a chance to key up. But I was going to get my food out of the oven first. She left me a plate and I'm warming it up. And then I was going to join you guys, but I heard him out there jumping up and down. Felt kind of bad. 10-4?
Well, you got to say that CPI has a good receiver in it, because I'm not hearing them. But I like the way it sounds, too. It's got clean audio.
Yeah, this is about the best I could do for it, Bagger. I know it doesn't sound like the trams, and I don't think it can sound like the trams, but I did have a Turner microphone hooked up to it, and this is about the best I can get out of it.
Yeah, they're very, very tricky to set up, because you can adjust the power level. There's like a couple of different power adjustments in there, and you got to set the audio, the modulation to agree with the power to get your 100%, or else it'll sound mushy. So whatever you decide to set the power level at, whether it be 4 watts or 8 watts or whatever, but you got to make sure that audio matches it so that you get the exact 100%, and then it sounds nice and clean and sounds real good, and all that sort of stuff. But if you let the modulation get too high, it'll get all cranky sounding. It doesn't sound good at all.
This is the only one that I've had any luck with at all. Out of all of the CPIs that I've had, I've never got good modulation reports. But this one I had rebuilt. You know what I mean? The 100,000-mile redo. 10-4?
Yeah, I rebuilt one for Pete some years back, and I learned a lot about them, and that thing sounded really good. And then Pete, I think he sold it at a Hamfest. And then he had another one which sounded pretty good too, and then I think he sold that one too. But they're nice radios, and they really, really, really shine on sideband. That's really where they're designed to stand out.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, Tim Roger on that. I have been on sideband with one, and it was first class. It was like a ham radio, man.
Yeah, the CPI is an excellent sideband radio. You really can't beat them.
I just wish that the AM was better than the sideband. Like right now, if my wife was in the room, you'd hear every move she makes, to give you an idea.
Well, it's just music. It's got a lot of gain. But it's got good limiting, too, so that it doesn't let it go over-modulated. I mean, that radio is low-level modulated, so it'll never scream. But if you want clean, clear audio, that radio right now sounds, every bit as good as anything else you have, as far as clean goes.
Right, 10-4. Yeah, the guys out in DX land was giving me props. And a few guys up in the Poconos, they gave me kudos, when I was testing it out, and I wasn't trying to solicit any, but they came through all right, so I figure I will leave it like it is.
I think Cameraman would give it a thumbs up, too.
I certainly hope so, Yeah, well, so anyhow, it was gone for almost a year, Bagger. And then the guy resurrected and came back to life again. He says, your radio's fixed, I'm shipping it out tomorrow. I'm like, wow.
That seems to be a common thread. And I'm guilty of it as well, too. Radios that hang around a long time. If it's not an easy little job, then it seems to take forever.
Now, the guy that did this work, you can find him on YouTube under Mike's Radio Repair, and he does CPIs. He specializes in that kind of stuff. A lot of people are afraid of these, but he rebuilds them, man. He worked through them. And the guy who sold it to me put the first $200 toward the rebuild. Couldn't beat it. But then he got hung up for almost a year. But when it come back, I'm happy with it. 10-4?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not afraid of those either. I mean, they're different because that's a completely American design, American built radio. It's different than your typical Japanese or Chinese radio. It's the circuit's different. But once you understand how it works, it's nothing to be afraid of. Like I say, I rebuilt that one for Pete and got it working. It needed quite a bit of stuff, but yeah, like I say, once it's running, it's a nice radio. But it's kind of hard to set the AGCs and all up right, so the meter would read properly and everything would work right. It's a little tricky, but I mean, the average tech might get afraid of it, but if you know what you're doing, it's not that bad.
10-4. Alright, well, I didn't come to tie the channel. I'm going to check on the oven, man. I got me a little turkey dinner in there. I got some cranberry sauce in the refrigerator. Guys, I'm going to it. And I plan to be back.
Put there. And doing all the other things you hit them.
Alrighty then. Well, enjoy your dinner. We'll see you whenever on Classic Radio Roundup.
You don't have to rooster, cluck like a chicken.
I get a kick out of Ronnie. I wonder how loud that lady is actually in his apartment when she screams. Let me call the cops on her.
Is that local or is that Skip?
I guess it is. Yeah, it's quite the screecher. All right, are you going to be around or are you
Well, that's Skip.
back into your project?
So that Skip is coming in strong.
Yeah.
Watching reruns of reruns.
Yeah. We're getting itchy now to start betting on the ball game. Talking to my betting buddy there tonight, but problem is we got to find a way to be able to
Might switch to a stronger radio, just,
still probably listen to them. 9 times out of 10, if I'm watching them anyway, I sit back and listen to them instead.
Yeah, so far I'm doing okay. Just barely coming in. Only the really strong ones.
maybe Night Ranger will show up.
If the kid there gets nailed in the head or whatever, or whack somebody else there.
That'd be cool.
Okay, enjoy it.
Yeah, he popped in there the other week on 10 meters. We talked to him for a little while until the conditions faded.
Hey, go ahead, Ronnie. What's that? Am I... No, tell me. You got me curious. Am I what now?
One good thing about Wednesday nights, my basement gets a nice cleaning on Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah. What gets cleaned?
My basement, it's my workshop. A lot of times during the week I'll work on stuff around the house and I'll just throw tools and nuts and bolts and stuff like that on my workbench, and then usually on Classic Roundup, then I usually go through and clean everything up.
So while there's a lull in the action, you can clean up your stuff, okay?
Yeah, roger that. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, clean up your act.
Hey, Sparky.
What's going on? I've been in a lazy sandbag mode for a little bit, but figured I'd jump in there.
Lazy sandbag mode.
LZ, baby.
It is kind of a LZ kind of day. Beautiful out today.
Yeah, I got the camper out. Was working on the RV. It was an RV devotion day.
Does that need a lot of work?
I had to up there scrubbing the roof. I got halfway done that.
Oh, that's never fun. Was that a rubber roof?
Yeah, and as they get older, they attract more green every year.
Yeah, a little bleach will take care of that.
Yeah, I use some diluted simple green. Not too much. You don't want to pull the oil out of that rubber roof.
Oh, yeah. It'll get brittle and crack.
Yeah, Yep, then we'll wash the sides tomorrow. Gas lines leak. They leak every other year. I can't believe it. The same spot, those stupid things. And these even say made in USA. It's a sham, I tell you.
I've never had any problem with gas leaks.
The ones that go to the main regulator up front to the two propane tanks are notorious. The little O-rings and the brass fittings, they last like a year or two, and that's it. And it's been that way now for, God, the last decade. I've been buying them like every other year. They're just a little O-ring fails. You go to move the tank, and you can hear it leak.
Yeah, I don't. So where do these O-rings go? I'm trying to think, because mine, I have a hose that goes to the regulator. The regulator is split in two because it's two tanks. You know, I have two hoses going to the tanks. But then I got the hose that goes and connects to the trailer, and that's just a brass flare nut fitting. There's no O-ring at all.
No, the ones that go right on the top of the propane tanks. They're like a short run, like a 20-incher or something like that, half-inch black. It goes into the T on the regulator.
Yeah. So where's the O-ring? Is it in that piece that connects to the tank?
It's in that little 3/8 connector, the brass connector that goes right into the top of the regulator, because you can spin that nut, yet the hose stays, in a fixed position. That O-ring. It won't leak. Now, I didn't touch it all winter. I didn't lose any propane out of the tanks. It wasn't until I started moving the hoses around to lift the tanks off to feel how heavy they were. It just leaks right at that little fitting where the hose fits into that female coupling.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. I think the hose just goes right into the regulator body. I don't think it has one of those little twisty fittings.
Oh, yours might be crimped from the factory. Wow, that would be good.
Yes, like I say, I think it's just attached to the regulator. I'll have to look at it next time I'm, curious. But yeah, I never had any leak problems. Didn't have any on the last trailer either. And my motorhome had a fixed tank.
Yeah, we're going to sell it. We're going to sell that sucker.
How long is it?
30 foot.
Ooh, so it's got slide outs?
Super slide out.
There you go. Sounds like a nice one.
Oh yeah, it's a Puma Premier package. That was their top Elegante package.
Oh yeah, what year?
05.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to get a little bit for that. They tend to depreciate pretty quickly, but it's in good shape,
Well, I've seen it for sale where they look green and you have to scrub them, and then I've seen ones you don't have to scrub, and that's how this one's going to look, but we shall see. It does have a locking master bedroom door. Think about that.
Yeah, the boogeyman, you lock him out.
Yeah, the youngins.
Well, yeah, if you're trying to create more youngins, it's good to lock the door, I guess.
You got it.
So what kind of soundproofing is in that master bedroom?
Well, there's a gap at the bottom of the door to allow some airflow, so it's not soundproof per se. Although the panel, they're like colonial panel doors. That one's a slider door, but it does have a lock, which is so important. And then there's a wall. There's no curtains, none of that. And then the back bedroom has its own door and lock on it also. So I think it sleeps like 9. There's the couch is a sleeper. We never use that though.
Unless you got a lot of people. What do you got, like the rear separate room for the kids?
Yeah, separate room for the kids. It's got a top bunk, a single bunk, and then a double underneath of it.
Yeah, that's sort of like mine. I got a bunk on one side and a bunk on the other, and then underneath it's got these cushions that you can make into a third bed, or you can make it into a couch.
Yeah, this one's got a real twin type mattress back there below the bunk, which is single. And the master, we put in a real nice, I don't know what size it is. It's like a small queen. I don't know what they call that particularly, but it's a small queen size mattress, and it's a real mattress. We got rid of the one that came with it.
Yeah, I did too. On my old trailer, I bought a nice fancy mattress. I think they're called California Kings. They're a little shorter. But I took that one and put it in a new trailer.
Oh, California Queen, yeah, because we have a California King for our regular bed in the house, and that's shorter than a king, but wider.
Yeah, I think it might be a California King or is it a Queen? I forget. It's pretty roomy. I think it's a Queen. I think it's a California Queen.
There's a lot of California Queens.
Yeah. Most of them have Adam's apples too.
Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na.
Yeah. So let's see, how many slides do you have? You have one for the back room and one for the seating area?
No, one for the seating area has a couch, and then it also has the dinette on it, so there's no plumbing, just a few outlets. The back room that I mentioned had that top bunk, and then the twin underneath you could sleep two people on narrowly, has a real nice cabinet set up and mirror. So in the space where you'd normally have another two bunks there, it has this whole storage area, armoire.
Okay, so that doesn't slide out. Okay, yeah, mine has a slide out at the back room, and then it's got the slide out with the dinette and the couch. And I have this outdoor kitchen too that's underneath the one bunk in the back room. I've got a little refrigerator and a stove and a sink out there that I can use, and some cabinets, so you can cook outside.
Yeah, that's nice, the second slide out for sure. Yeah, we don't have that. We do have a little barbecue range that hooks to the side of the camper, but no running water or anything like that.
Yeah, I got one of those outdoor showers that kind of goes between the two slide outs, so you can kind of stand between the two slide outs and take a shower.
Oh, it's got an outdoor shower. I wouldn't have bought it if it didn't, man. That's required.
Don't use it very much, but kids have used it a couple of times when the shower up the campground was out of commission, and they left their bathing suits on and just showered each other down.
Outdoor shower's the best.
Yeah, I've used it already in more desperate times, but with a 6-gallon water heater, it doesn't take much to run it down. But
How about a 522? How about a 522? You on the frequency break?
No, but you're on Classic Radio Roundup.
that's right.
27115.
With your AM dial.
Evening, Sparky.
Hey, Ranger. Yeah, how about that? I don't know if he was DX or local. He did hear us.
Hey, Sparky, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
When I get my technician license, is it worth buying a radio for UHF and VHF, like the 23, 33, 70? Is it worth buying those radios, or should I just buy an HF rig? Because I plan on getting a general anyway, and then just concentrating on the 6 and the 10 for the time being.
I don't know, Sandbagger, did you hear all that? I have a lot of skip noise tonight for some reason. It's almost like my receive went low.
He's just asking your opinion on whether or not it's worth his while to invest in VHF and UHF gear once he gets his license.
Well, everybody's got to get one of those Bayo fangs.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with $35 radio.
Hey, man, 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, you can't beat it. It'll learn you, and then you'll get a nicer rig. I don't know. I got one of them all-in-one ham radio rice boxes that does DC to daylight type of thing. Did you copy that?
I think Sandbagger stepped on you. Go ahead again.
I got one of those all-in-one rice boxes that DC to daylight does it all. One of those kind of radios, and then I didn't have to worry anymore.
Okay, yeah, roger that. Yeah, 'cause the one I'm looking at right now is the IC73. It's the newer one. I guess a couple years old now. But that's primarily just HF. It does have a 6 meter on it, so I'd be able to use the 6 and then the portion of the 10.
Yeah, I'm getting some local interference. I'm sorry, Wrench. I got to step back for a second.
Roger that.
Oh no, interference.
Local interference. What do you think, Sandbagger? I mean, you run a strictly like a 2 meter radio in the truck, or a dual band, or a quad band?
Well, in my car I've got a tri-band. I got 6 meters, 220, and 2 meters. In the truck I've got a dual band, 2 meter and 220. So, you know, yeah, I like VHF, you know. For many years I was a Tech Plus, and you know, that's all I ever used.
Is there a lot of traffic on there? That's all local, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, VHF is line of sight, and except for some oddball conditions that pop up every now and then. But 6 meters you can get some DX on, but you know, 2 meters, like I say, it's like CV. You could talk to all your buddies around town and all.
Yeah, okay, yeah, roger that.
There's quite a bit of traffic on some of the local repeaters too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can talk to repeaters or you can talk simplex, depending on how good of a station you put together.
Okay.
And you can sit there with an HT in your room and hit the local repeater, and then, you know, wherever the repeater goes, you go. But if you want to have good, you know, local simplex talking where you don't have to worry about hogging the repeater or whatnot, you need to put up an antenna and, you know, have some kind of decent power, you know, like 50 watts or something, and you're good to go.
Yeah, roger.
I use the Baofengs in my base station. I just have an antenna adapter.
Yeah, that'll work too.
I'd say get a few of them. Just go ahead and buy 3 or 4 of them, different colors there, Wrench. Toss them in a vehicle, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Who's that out there? Is that security? Somebody was just breaking in. Who's out there? Oh, Grunt. Okay. How you doing? Welcome to the roundup.
What's going on there, Grunt? Sounding good tonight.
What are you messing with over there, Grunt? Ooh.
Where's he at? I'm not getting him at all.
Yeah, put a $20 bill through the contacts. Yeah. It may not be sticking physically, it may be something electrical causing that. I'm hearing you, but for whatever reason, Wrench isn't, and I didn't think you guys were that far apart. You're down in Stowe, right? Oh, okay, so you're down along the river. Oh, okay, so you gotta get up over that hill, that's why he can't hear you. Now that I radio check. So the amp is off now. It's off?
Yeah, I just turned it off. I just got him now. He's actually louder now with the amp off.
Yeah, unfortunately it's better without it.
Yeah, that's what I heard last week. Strange.
Yeah, I'm gonna top that down. You're a 9. It ain't amplifying.
I'll be doing the reverse.
Yeah, it's attending.
It's crazy though, 'cause I know the out standby and put the receive amp on, I definitely have been picking up further.
Well, the receive amp works, but evidently the transmit amp does not.
I got him in there, sandbagger.
Yeah, I guess he's got to leave his amp off.
Maybe just got to find someone who can mess with this thing for me.
What is it? It's a Palomar?
It's a Varmint XL50.
XL50. Solid state, though, right?
Made by Little Labs.
It's solid state transistor, though. It's not tubes.
Yeah, there's a tube in there.
Oh, it is a tube.
Yeah.
Well, then you have a load and plate control. Have you tried tuning it up?
Well, I found some PDFs online about adjusting the plate for the RF light indicator. I did all that.
So it's got a light, and you just tune it for maximum brightness, right?
Correct.
And you did that?
Yeah, I did that, but I don't have a watt meter for the final tune. For the final tune adjustment, I guess I need to probably work on.
Well, if the light got brighter, then I would think it's working.
So, question for you: how bright should a tube be?
Well, the tube should be bright. I'm sorry, you're talking about the light that lights up. You know, your tune light, right?
No, inside the tube itself, there's like a little amber light. That's all I see. I've seen pictures all over it. It's like a bright white color.
No, that's the filament you'll see in there. The reddish looking color. That's the filament lit up.
Glowing glass.
That's right.
I hear a wrench now.
That was Ranger.
Oh, Ranger, yeah. Sorry.
This is Rich. You got a copy of me now?
I mean, yeah, everything sounds to me. I hear, like I said, I hear the relays that they chatter back and forth. Every once in a while, the transmit is sick.
Yeah, there's something wacky in tobacco land there.
Famous item on eBay listed as a state item.
What, that thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I got was it $53?
Well, at least you didn't get ripped off.
Gotta check out Let Go. That's where I've got my two older radios. Really good deals, only $10 each.
I'll find them in bubble wrap on the side of the road if you don't mind.
Bubble wrap?
Yeah. Protection from the rain and any sudden impacts.
Yeah, some people I know I like to wrap in bubble wrap so they don't ever get hurt.
That's what I tell people on 19 when they ask for a radio check.
I tell them to send me your radio and I'll send you a check for it.
Tell them I'd come and fix it for them.
I'll take donations.
I'm gonna switch over to the 250 and try that one. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch too.
Yeah, I guess I could switch. a doubt.
Without a doubt, what?
Switching radios.
Oh, yeah. Gotta switch them. Switch them if you got them. Make them talk. Don't you know?
Alright, this is my messenger 250, audio 1234. How we sounding out there?
I hear you. Depending on where you're at.
The ranch, right across the street from you. Put down the road, I should say.
Channel 4.
Faux 10. I'm hearing a hum. What's that all about?
I got a copy of my Ranger. How's it sounding out to you?
Sound good to me. A little less in signal, but I switch radios, so it's kind of hard to compare.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, this is the one that my crystals are messed up. So I'm actually showing channel 14, but talking on 13. Go figure.
Well, we know where you are.
At least somebody does.
How's the modulation, alright?
Yeah, it sounded real good.
Sound good? Stray cat? Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Had too much gain.
This radio doesn't have that.
What, too much gain?
Yeah, it don't have any mic gain.
Yeah, this one does. And then there's also the microphone gain. And then the gain, and, no pain, no strain gain.
This is the Gemtronics GTX66.
Ah, there you go. That's always a good performer. You always kick major RF butt with that thing.
It's pretty good for a stock radio. I think I'm only doing 4 watts.
What kind of radio was it again?
Yeah, 4 watts, 5 watts, whatever it takes.
Mr. Bob.
Still hear a hum. Where's that coming from?
Ranger, what kind of radio did you say you're running?
Might need to change power supplies.
I do hear a little bit of a hum. It's a GTX66 Gemtronics.
Roger that. On the center on it.
Thanks, Stray Cat. I've had this radio probably 25, 30 years almost.
It's a built-in power supply that's humming.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. I'm running off an external supply now, and the hum doesn't seem to be there. Looks like I need a little filter cap help here in the built-in supply.
Yeah, I never heard it on my end.
That wasn't really bad, but I heard it on my monitor, and I'm like, wait a minute, I shouldn't be having AC hums.
What are you running now?
I'm running a President Washington.
Roger that.
definitely seems to be a lot of skip noise in here now.
So if I switched over to my 250, the skip hasn't really been affecting me too much.
Now, there shouldn't be any hum in there now. Yeah, because I switched to the external supply. So I guess I'm going to have to pull the cover off of this again and maybe add some capacitors to the filter. Maybe, the electrolytics might be going bad in this thing. This thing's probably 30, almost 40, yeah, it's 40 years old now, I guess. What was that? I have fans on some of my radio equipment, and now you can probably hear.
Was looking to buy something there from you. You're not, did he?
Ooh, more skips in there. Good looking. Welcome out there to the Classic Radio Roundup. 27jun17 on your AM radio dial.
Anyway, did you write the name of that group down? Yeah, that must be one of the side effects of my crystals slides on me. I'm not getting any skip on my 250 right now.
I've got bleed over and I got skip.
Yeah, I got skip that's bleeding over.
Bobby? I'm into a big plate of goulash here, Russell, and thanks for the past few years.
I'll have to put the radio so I can pick up the skip.
Where's Sparky? Sparky stirred this up, see? He did it.
Look what you done, monkey man. Look what you done.
Look what you did, monkey man.
Why? Why did you do it? I was just waiting for my local noise to go away. I know what it is, but I'm not going to shut it off.
Then deal with it.
Well, if you know what it is, take steps to eliminate it.
I will. It's my damn hybrid water heater, and I'll have to go in there and twist the motor leads and all that jazz inside that Chinese control box.
No, Chinification again.
Yeah, ferrites and, yep, the ring ones and all that, yep, on the power leads.
Mushrooms, chickpeas,
Darn pulse width modulated thing.
Everything made from China is junk.
They show the filters, the EMI filters and on there when they go for the approval for the FCC, and then when they build them, oh, how did that not get in there?
Well, that's it. You know, they figure, 1 in 1,000 people might have a problem with RFI, and they got to retrofit one unit. That's cheaper than having to supply them with everything.
Isn't it funny? I mean, I've seen equipment literally, sandbagger, in my hand, looking at the board, looking at all the extra filtration cap locations, and none of them fell, they're just jumped.
Yeah. They can save a couple of cents by omitting those parts.
Yeah, inductors, all that missing.
Yeah, jumper wires are a lot cheaper than inductors and capacitors, and MOVs, and all the other good stuff.
Bastards.
Build them fast, build them cheap, and charge a lot of money for them.
Sparky, quick question.
Yes, I like Franzone's pizza.
I know you do. Did you have slices for me?
I did, man. I saved you 2 slices. I wrapped them in foil so you could just bake them in the oven. But then my family, who didn't like Franzone at first, over the years now they like it. Now they request it. Isn't that funny how that happens?
Yeah, that is funny. Now, that plate that you wanted, how wide does it have to be?
I don't know, 20 inches is good, 24 is better. It doesn't have to be that wide. It's like a landing, you know, when you picture a stair, or the railing, the ladders on the back of the RVs, you know, they go up and over the roof, and they got handles up there, like a ship's ladder, and then the landing would be right there, like 20 by 20 or something.
What, you put like a deck on it?
No, just so when you come up on the ladder, you have somewhere to step instead of like right on the rubber.
Or you can just take the whole piece.
Yeah, I can cut it down and give you back what I don't need.
No, I don't want it back.
Yeah, take it back, man. Come on.
No, you recycle it. Use it.
Well, fine, I'll just take it then.
Why, what do you need?
I don't know, but if it's free, I'll take it.
I did find some stuff. You said what? You want 16th of an inch or 8th?
Eighth would work, yeah. Quarter's a bit overkill, but if you had it, I'd take it.
I got all that. I got pieces you can come and check out.
Is there anything that you don't have there, Ranger?
No.
I had to think for a second. I was like, no, probably not.
I collect things.
We collect things that make us go.
My wife doesn't like my collection.
I tell my wife to look away. Just look away. It doesn't concern you.
Yeah, big buzzkills there.
I'm going to come in with fencing, dude. I'm going to put a fence up around the area, and all my stuff will be behind there, and I'll get the antennas off the house. That's our main peeve. And I'll be able to look over there. Don't look over there, honey. Look over here. It's all good.
Yeah, privacy fence, that'll work.
Seen one tree, you seen them all, right? No, look at that. Look at that. They'd be camouflaged, Sparky.
Yeah, I got a tower I got to erect. That's where I'm at eventually.
Or you get her a shiny red ball. Maybe she'll get distracted by that.
Wait till she sees that. She thinks that's the fix for the antennas on the house.
What's that?
A tower.
I want a tower.
Tower just gives you more options.
Especially when you crank up and down.
Yeah, I got one of those ATV winches for that. I'm going to adapt on there.
Yeah, electrical one. Then you can crank it up and down from the comfort of your control point.
That's right. Got my limit switches. Got a ham 4 rotator I got to rebuild, or at least I got 2 of them. I got to crack them open and see if they work. Oh my God, all this work. Well, maybe in 2 years I'll be empty nester. 3 years, maybe.
I'll be temporarily empty nesting in a couple of years, but don't know what'll happen after that.
Yeah, I got one for at least a couple more years.
I predict they don't leave till they're 25.
Yeah, until you get a job.
Right? Isn't 25, that's like a cutoff for insurance and stuff?
I think Obamacare made it 26.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't coddled that long.
I was married when I was 26.
Heck, I was married and divorced by 26.
Yowza.
But but it was pretty good because now I got my my good wife, my soulmate, going on 14 years this August.
Oh, so you second time arounding it? Okay.
Yeah, I learned from the first round.
Yeah, some people, you know, you gotta learn from a mistake, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I did. Live and learn. Just don't make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, 'cause 3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah, roger that.
It's time for Classic Radio Roundup. 127.115 on your AM dial.
Roger that. Hey, we got the gate going tonight?
Well, you know, after last week, I can't really say definitively because Pete couldn't be in there for the roundup, but he set the gate up ahead of time and just left it run. He hasn't been in there tonight, but I can't say he hasn't done the same thing again.
Roger that. Well, I guess only time will tell.
Sometimes life interferes. Life seems to be interfering a whole lot lately.
That's what life does.
Sometimes life sticks to your face, too, you know.
Hello once again. The train is back on the track.
Evening train.
Hello there, Ranger. Hello, Wrench. Hello, Bagger. Oh, I think I heard Sparky in there earlier.
That's right.
Hello, Sparky. And if Rooster, if you're still there, train back. I am back on the track.
Back on track.
That's a good thing.
I know it does interfere to, you know, the beautiful summertime coming in, man. July 4th coming up. Bicycle riding, lawn mowing, working in the yard.
Ew, working in the yard.
Yay. Yard work.
Come on, the yard work.
I think that's like at the bottom of my list.
You have to have a love for it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be me.
It brings me peace.
Yeah, me too, man. Tranquility.
It's work, yeah, but sometimes when you sit back and look at what you did, then it's worth it.
It's like a rehabilitation.
Yeah, I call it therapy.
Yeah, well, not all of us have this really cool tractor we can just sit on and making laps up and down the neighbor's lawn.
I like tractors.
Power tools.
Who is that, Renton Rick?
Yeah, last time I stopped by, he was out at his neighbor's house cutting their grass for him, and he was sitting on his riding tractor just going to town, having a blast.
Well, she's a little old lady, and she brings me baked goods. How can I say no?
Yeah, it's funny because I had, growing up, I had an elderly neighbor that did the same thing. I'd load her grass for her, and she'd always bring over pies and cakes and all kinds of stuff.
I call her Mom.
Hardest to his stomach.
I call her Mom.
And if you see my stomach, you know the wife found their way.
Been busy, train? I guess you fell off the tracks again.
I guess that's better than being off the rails.
Well, you did say he was back on track, right?
That's what he said.
What happened?
Hopefully his newly rebuilt radio didn't crap out on him.
I have a safety inspection tomorrow, Sparky.
Sir, yes, sir. At 0700 hours, you will be prepared with all the proper PPE and ordinances and thereof, and 3 ring binders therefore of.
Uh-huh.
No.
And don't forget your MSDS books.
Do not forget your MSDS.
All proper clothing must be worn at all times. That includes helmet, vest, and goggles.
Don't
Nah.
forget your safety glasses.
You're forgetting hearing protection.
I did forget about that, huh?
What? I couldn't hear you.
What?
Did he say something?
I don't know. I have my hearing protection. I couldn't hear him.
I have a woman that comes, and she's pretty thorough.
What's this safety inspection for?
Well, it's like for insurance purposes that they have to send somebody out to inspect the facility to make sure everything's up to snuff.
Roger that. Is that your work?
Yeah. It ought to be fun because my pile is way too high than it's supposed to be, and it could be an issue.
Show her the Brillo, and then she'll like that.
My first, I met her for the first time, and I had these safety glasses on that looked like bug eye lenses. She could not look at me straight the whole time, and now she just waves and smiles and looks away.
Oh, they were like alien reflective green or something?
No, they were red.
Oh, you look like Satan.
No, she doesn't seem to bother me too much. I did get down and talk to her once in a while, but, you know, she doesn't really bother me. I put that on GM if there's any problems. Yeah, they call that pass the buck.
Yeah, man, the job can be interesting. I've been a couple places where the dog would search the truck, and you know, I'm like, man, good thing I didn't like buy any fireworks last week.
I delivered cans to the prison, Greyersford, and they checked everything. They had a guard ride with me and everything the whole way.
That's right.
Yeah, at the airports when I gain access on the taxiways, they'll have the dog sniff. And up in New York, if I go into like Fox Building, News Building, or something, they go in and up and down and all around.
They be checking to see whether you have any macahuna too.
Well, that's a given. I mean, I'm just thinking more like, oh, good. I'm glad I didn't like buy any fireworks. That's what they're really akin to, you know. But it's just the way it is today. I mean, you know, if you get stopped, they can just walk the dog around, walking the dog and kicking a cat.
Washing the dog.
If he burnt, you busted.
When you leave from inside
You might as well just say it, you know, to go ahead and just say what's going on.
to the vehicle to verify there's no nobody actually inside or
Like, hey,
attached underneath the frame or anything.
yeah, before you waste your time walking the dog around the car, this is what's here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be amazed sometimes at how you're treated when you're honest, just straight up, you know. Yes or no, sir?
That's right.
And now they're going to have all these body cams. That's coming. I mean, I already got stopped in Horsham one time for a DOT thing and got a warning. But the guy had a camera, and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm filming this." I was like, "That's cool, whatever." And that seems to be the norm now. That's gonna be a real commonplace around the state. They just approved it.
Yeah, Limerick Police Department has body cams. I got pulled over, about 2-3 weeks ago for speeding, and as soon as the cop came up to my window, he's like, "Just let you know that you're being recorded." And sure enough, right on the center of his chest, he had a body cam on there. So yeah, they're out and about now.
I had to ask him whether he's going to run it on the gate on YouTube so we can look at it.
Well, I hope it doesn't make them have zero tolerance, because that wouldn't be cool, because they always had that exercise, you know. I hope they can still exercise that, you know, or now it's zero and that's it, and nobody likes that.
He did. He exercised his thought process, and I just got a warning. I never actually got an actual ticket issued. So, at least so far with him, it was pretty decent.
It's interesting, though, that you say that, Wrench, because when the guy, and when I got stopped down on Willow Grove on a DOT infraction, the guy was pretty cool at the end. He's like, "Hey, I'm just going to give you a warning now, and just send me something that says you fixed the flat tire, and there'll be no fine or anything."
Yeah, I think that, they know that they're being watched, and public friendliness, I think, right now is at the top versus trying to bully somebody.
He was going to give me a ticket for a flat tire. What do you think of that?
That's pretty crazy.
When you're in a commercial vehicle?
I think that's just evil.
Dude, the only reason he couldn't give me the ticket is because we were standing under the radar tower, and he couldn't get a link on his data module there.
Wow, talk about luck.
How could you get a ticket for a flat tire? Come on.
Unsafe conditions, you know?
Well, maybe it went flat while you were driving and didn't know it. It happened to me on my motorhome once. The inner tire of the dual rear wheels, one of the inner tires had one of those little extension rubber hoses all connected to it so you could put air in it from the outside. And it came loose and it flung around and broke off, and all the air came out of the tire. And I'm driving around, and then didn't even realize it until I was behind it, and my wife was driving, and I said, "Damn, that tire got no air in it." It turns out, oh, okay, I got to fix this, and filled it up with air again. It was no big deal, but you don't even realize it.
That's exactly what I was doing. I had dual tires, and I was trying to make it home on the single tire, and that was why he pulled me over.
He noticed it.
Officer, I'm just trying to make them. I'm having it hard, officer. I got license to carry, officer.
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah, cut me a break. Officer, I'm drunk, I'm not. I swear I could chalk a light wine.
Did you ever have one of those bad days, officer? It just didn't work out for you?
Yeah, well, I'm having one of those. He should be like, I'm having one too.
Yeah, I'm having a bad day too, and if I gotta listen to another one of you people tell me how much of a bad day they're having, I'm gonna really have a bad day.
I'm sorry, officer, can you just write me the ticket then?
Yeah, man, he was on it.
Yeah, he was looking for problems.
Well, he was going to do an inspection. He's like, "Well, since I'm here, I might as well do a level 2, inspection on the vehicle." And he was all ready to go, and then he couldn't do his data thing, the link down. He's like, "Well, I can't pull up the thing to do that." So, but yeah, he would have found like dripping oil, that kind of thing.
Dripping oil? Talking about the engine?
Anywhere, any drips of oil, fine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
old Chevy truck then.
Not a commercial vehicle.
Oh, it says commercial on the license. Yeah, okay. And now it says truck. It used to say commercial on it years ago.
So do you have like a travel log and stuff you got to fill out too, Sparky?
I'm sorry, Wrench. I'm having a noise issue tonight. I have you right at the noise level. I'm sorry.
I wanted to know if you have to fill out a log for, all your transportation-related transactions.
Yes, you need logs of logbooks.
Speaking about that oil leaking thing, you can get busted for having an oil leak in the lady's driveway when you're the wallpaper man.
Well, what I would do is when I went to a job site, I throw down tarps under the truck. It's not uncommon. In fact, Train, a couple places I get it to, even though they're brand new trucks, they'll make you put down tarps underneath hydraulic equipment.
It makes a lot of sense. I'm all right so far, but yeah, I've heard them talk.
Yeah, he came here and he left an oil spot in my driveway. My God.
Well, you need the oil leaks in the cars and trucks because in Pennsylvania we have that calcium chloride and the salt in the wintertime, and you need that oil leak to keep the undercarriage from rusting out.
Yeah, besides that, it's the oil drops and the pebbles that are holding the roads together right now.
Yeah, it's my oil mist system, anti-corrosion oil mist system.
It ain't a bad idea probably to spray the bottom of your vehicle with a little something that can ward off some of that salt and whatever else that stuff is that they spray on the ground.
Yeah, it's called undercoating.
You don't want oil on the asphalt. You've never driven a motorcycle, I guess.
No, I tell you what, I have hit gravel on a bicycle though, coming around a nice sharp curve, give you what is known as a strawberry. You know what a strawberry is?
Yeah, it's like a patch of road rash, right? You lose a few pieces of your epidermis.
Yeah, and then you have what is known as a strawberry among the boys, and that thing will last a whole week or more.
Yeah, and you got the pebbles as the strawberry seeds.
Yeah, I rode today, Sparky, 24 miles, less a few towns. 10-4?
Oh, it was a perfect day for it. Yeah, beautiful California day. Right here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, everybody was out, man. It was nice. It was beautiful. Right levels, the humidity, the whole 9 yards, and still made classic radio roundup. Watch me go.
Yay, Train.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to turn in for the night, go up and spend some time with the lady. So I'll catch you guys later on.
All right, Wrench, have a good one.
All right, Wrench, have a good night.
See you, Wrench. Sorry, I got some noise. That's why I kind of just backed out tonight. I was waiting for it to shut off, but it's still going, that machine.
You have a good night, Rich.
Somebody must be using a lot of hot water.
No problem, Sparky. I'll catch you later on. 73, gentlemen. I'll talk to you later on. Y'all have a good night.
These things don't have no relays in them, Bagger. What could possibly go wrong, and can you replace it?
What?
CPIs don't have any relays inside of them.
I thought they did.
It's some kind of electronic switching when you key up.
Triax.
It uses pin diodes on the front end and all. Okay.
They all right?
Yeah, well, most radios, more modern radios don't have relays in them.
Man, I'm so used to a click when I key up. I guess I've been messing with these vintage radios so long, when you don't hear no click, you feel a little bit insecure.
I hear you. Yeah, most of my older vintage radios have relays in them, but newer solid state galaxies and things like that, they don't have relays in them.
We want the click. Gotta have the click. We want the click.
Gotta have that click. Yeah, you'll get George Clinton to sing about it.
That doesn't take much. They'll spend $1 million for that record.
Set a Heathkit SB220 next to it and you'll hear the click.
Yeah, Tim Roger on that.
There you go. Yeah, I got all these little relays that click up, external devices, you don't need the radio to click.
Somebody gonna click around him.
Yeah, the key, all the little things I got in line, sometimes there's 4 relays that click. It's like a power station.
Yeah, one of these guys big enough suckers is gonna click.
Click a big honk.
One of these scam boogies gonna click around here tonight. Takes you back, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty darn far.
Oh man, it was so funny. But they were keeping it clean, Bagger.
They had their own dialect, all their own.
One of these convicts scam workers is gonna click before the night is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, Gladys Knight's coming to Atlantic City. I might go there. It's in November.
You bringing your pips with her?
No pips.
They'll have somebody to replace the pips. Who are the pips? Were they have brothers?
I don't know, maybe the pips married the pops, and then they had pip pops, and then they all clicked.
Is that how hip hop got started?
Yeah, they were spin-offs from the Temptations.
So, Sparky, were they her relatives or just what?
I'm not sure. I just, I've been, when you're in Philly, you hear soul music, and I just love all the soul music, man. I go to all these job sites now, and lately, without the Mexicans, no offense, they've been playing a lot of soul music, and I was like, wow, yeah, great, it's back.
Hey, Roger, well, when I go on the job site, it'll be Guantanamero, on that order. And the last job I went on, it was in East Brunswick, and they weren't there. So I got with the guys from the top, I'm like, where are they? And they laughed.
Oh, man, they're right down there in the projects, man. Jesus Christ, I mean, can't you hear them?
I'm like, where are they?
What? Santa Claus, man.
They'll be back.
Yeah, that's it. Paul Revere should have been warning them about somebody else is coming beside the British. That work? He wasn't looking far enough into the telescope of time.
Well, yeah, 200 or some years, that's pretty far to look.
I guess old Trump must have been doing his job because either that or they just kind of censored everything. But yeah, that job was normal, man. They had normal music and everything for a construction site, And I'm looking around, I'm like, whoa. They all laugh when I pop the question. No.
Yeah, I'll take George Clinton any day over that stuff.
10-4. Well, it is happy music, and they do work some long hours, man.
Oh, I like the music. Don't get me wrong at all.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that music. It's just the fact that a lot of people are sitting at home with no work.
I can't understand what they're saying.
You know, I can understand. She's my Guantanamero. He's that Maria.
I don't know. I kind of embraced it. I was like, it's the Romans, you know. They do what the Romans do when you're in Rome. And I went down there, and I've been down a few times, had a great time down there. I kind of just embraced. They're here. They're not going away.
Yeah, so that's the problem. We are the Romans, so they should be doing what we're doing.
No, they're taking over. We have to assimilate. Ever?
Oh, over my dead body.
I ate a Taco Bell tonight just for that cause.
See that? Just for the cause. Maybe Trump ain't doing his job.
Yeah, they're not paying him enough.
Nah, he's doing his job. They're smart enough to know that, you know, that he's showing the right direction. That's why they voted there.
There you just go around the block and come back. When the officiales appear on the job, we'll go take a break.
Buffalo, pass along to Unit 14. Let's go.
Nah, they know that Trump's going to bring the construction jobs.
1040, I don't know what's really going to happen. Unit 14, we hear you out there, man. Got a lot of locals in here. You can come back and let us know where you're located. Hey, Unit 14, 336 Pennsylvania said we got you.
I got a Buffalo to pass along to you. 6-3, trying.
There's others coming in here now. 6-3's out there. But anyhow, Unit 14, we heard you.
That's right.
Did he say Buffalo?
Yeah, I'm up 6-3 here in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Oh, barefoot here. I didn't think you could hear me.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, Nova Scotia, man. Crank them up, boys.
Don't make me get out my baby driver.
North now. Where the heck is where's Hightower?
We gotta do this again. Last call for 14. How much
Take off, eh?
Buffalo to pass along there to you?
I'd like to hear from Nova Scotia. Yeah, at Nova Scotia, Pennsylvania's calling you. Yeah, at Nova Scotia, Pennsylvania 336 is waving.
Hell do you want?
Oh, good enough. Local phone.
They're talking local.
Wow. The nerve of those people.
I don't think so.
And the name of the song is The Sound of Silence.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Not delusion.
We've come to meet again.
I've come to talk to you again.
It's all on the psychic mind. It's all these speeches.
With my slapback slowly creeping.
Next thing you know, you have your head in that tunnel that Rooster was in.
Yeah, my relays are clicking.
Space.
Yeah, you get that WIBG sound.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Here we go. This is Don Cannon on WIBG. Yeah, Dandy Don and his AM stereo.
Wee Willie Weber.
You know, I work for that Bill Weber from Wee Willie Weber. Guy's a gentle giant, man.
Oh yeah, he was a cool guy.
Caption there, but
He's nice. He's very nice. Very well spoken, even off of the air. You should hear this guy articulate his words. I'm like, what's with this? And then somebody told me, the second time, which was 10 years later, approximate, I worked for him again. This time they identified him. The first time they did not tell me who he was. The second time around, you know, they let me know who he was, and I'm like, well, that explains why this gentle giant, who seems to be 6'5" or 6'6" or more, speaks so well.
He's a professional.
And his wife, she turned on the Wee Willie Weber show. And of course, you were obligated, Roger.
Every single day.
Hey, Roger.
I used to watch it after Gene London, I think.
Yeah, Wee Willie Weber was on in the afternoon. I used to always catch him when I was a kid.
Yeah, Gene London's in the morning.
No, he was in the morning. Wee Willie was in the afternoon on Channel 48.
Watch he don't show you his magic fleece.
Wound the squelch up there, and I lost interest, whatever.
Got that skit fading back out now, but
I wanted to get that Nova Scotia. I like that Nova Scotia.
Coming out of the oven.
Just like, Lord,
Cooking come up with another song like I did the other day.
ding, ding. Yep, right on. All right, well, I'll let you go there, and glad that it worked out for you. And I must go Google it there and see what.
Is that Nova Scotia?
Somebody in there now. I can hear him out there. Don't you know?
I don't know, a while back there. So what do I hear in the background? He says rap. He says I'm kind of getting into the rap scene. I said, oh my God. Oh no.
They're doing that click key thing.
Well, they learned it from the best on classic radio. Roundup.
That he,
That was a good one.
Yeah, I like that one, Bagger.
Yeah, a little different.
how are you good, Joe? Catch you later. There's something else I just
I'm hitting the like button.
doing something when I figured out, but don't matter. Catch you later.
Yep.
No, he's signing off now.
Grass.
Darn it all.
Which anyways, we show the CD up there.
Well, you know, if it was meant for us to talk to them guys, they would have heard us.
And if they wanted to talk to us, they would have listened to us.
Done and
Yeah, they were just talking local just like we were. Look at that. Look at that. R-D-O. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. R-D-O.
All your relays are clicking.
Yeah, so some gotten bigger around here going to click tonight. Hello.
You Roger right on, you got bigger.
You get one of them duck luckies to click, man, boy, you got the ticket.
And I click it.
Happy for duck looking show.
I'm having a hard time with him, or you were having a time with the,
That sounds like Operator Ron. What's going on, Operator Ron? Lieutenant Dan.
Yep. Alrighty. But if you would pass that Buffalo back to him, Buffalo
Stinking Lincoln?
Yep.
pass that back to him.
That one got the pretty Christmas lights?
Yep. All right. Yep, I'll do that.
Yeah, MOSFETs.
Dude.
There we go. Oh, okay. It's for his mother. That's even more interesting because I'd like to see, that's a catchy little phrase there.
Well, he's coming in pretty good, dear.
Yeah, he is. He's coming in loud and clear. Normal, in fact. If the needle didn't waver, why, he'd sound like somebody in Delaware or better.
Well, I probably
Yeah, don't let him